If you've ever heard someone say, I need to be more in my divine feminine, or there's too much masculine energy in the world, and wondering what this all means, then you've clicked on the right video.
Many of us have an opinion about this topic without fully understanding what it means, and we may even choose to act or behave in a certain way because of the narrative that's being fed to us. But we're here to bring some clarity so you can choose to balance these energies better.
Here's a word of warning, let's not get too defensive. Try to keep an open mind, as both feminine and masculine energies are equally as important. Let's not create heated arguments in the comment section, but more of an open, loving discussion. Welcome to Rico Living. I'm Saga.
And I'm Manpreet. Let's get into it.
First, let's start with the concept of duality. Within each of us, there is both divine masculine and divine feminine energy. They both have their equal place and strengths to help us create a healthy balance in our world, irrespective of gender. Whether you're a man or a woman, we all hold these energies within us.
An example of this is visually depicted in the ancient Yin-Yang symbol. It's the ancient symbol of harmony that reminds us that life is a balancing act and most fulfilling when we learn to embrace its dualities, the ups and downs, joys and challenges, feminine and masculine.
Within the symbol, the yin, which is the black section, representing feminine energy, has within it a white circle representing the masculine, and vice versa. The white section representing masculine energy has within it a black circle representing the feminine.
In this way, we carry both energies, which are required and hold equal importance.
Let's start with the true characteristics of the masculine energy. These points are what divine masculine energies should portray when it is healthy and balanced. We will be touching on the imbalances of these energies later on in the video, so don't you worry your cotton socks off.
Hold on, stop visualizing the world's strongest man competition or construction builders having their sausage roll for lunch. That's not what this is about.
The four key characteristics of masculinity are as follows: strength and courage. Initially, we see this as physical. Whilst this is true, the masculine also encompasses emotional and spiritual strength. This can look like demonstrating resilience in the face of adversity, willpower and inner strength to face challenges. The masculine also has the courage, taking risks in the pursuit of goals, doing what is right irrespective of challenging or unpopular opinions.
Focus, linear and logical thinking. The masculine is known to have cognitive attributes associated with clarity, decisiveness and effective problem solving. If you're in a relationship, you might get frustrated when your man is quick to offer a solution instead of comfort and empathy, but that's just the divine masculine speaking through them. The masculine tends to be driven more by data and information to make informed decisions. There is a linear focus and decisive energy.
Assertiveness and leadership. The masculine is a confident and clear communicator without aggression. They have the ability to say no without feeling guilty and set healthy boundaries when needed. They have the natural ability to lead and have a clear vision, as well as inspire and motivate others. You might have a picture of a CEO screaming and shouting at their employees, but that is not true masculinity. The masculine has the ability to create a positive and encouraging environment for people to thrive and reach their full potential. The masculine is not afraid to take accountability. They own up to their mistakes and learn from them. They take action through discipline and are resilient.
The provider and protector. The common perspective is that the masculine is the breadwinner, which in some ways are true, as they naturally have the feeling of wanting to provide material support such as financial resources and shelter for their family. Disclaimer, before the feminist please come out, that's not to say that the feminine can't provide, but we will cover this later. The protector role is offering safety, particularly in times of perceived threats or danger. They offer defense and advocate for justice in order to create a safe space for the welfare of others. Now let's shift to the healthy characteristics of the divine feminine: nurture and compassion. Now hold on, for some strange reason there is a perception that being nurturing is almost a weak quality, but it's very powerful if you try to understand it. There is power in emphasizing care, empathy, and support for others. The feminine creates a safe and supported environment, encouraging self-expression and authenticity. Nurturing and compassionate energy often encompasses maternal instincts. It may involve taking care of children, family, friends, or the community. Power in itself is not always leadership and assertiveness. Having the ability to care for others is more of what the world needs right now. This sensitivity and empathy has the capacity to offer love and healing.
Creativity and intuition. The feminine creativity is not limited to artistic expression, but is also represented in birthing new ideas and concepts. The divine feminine is also deeply rooted in nature, particularly linked to cycles, which the feminine draws inspiration. Let's remember that the feminine has the power of the womb, which is ultimate creation. It brings the non-physical into physical reality. The feminine literally has the power to make the unmanifested manifest. Intuition, or this concept of inner wisdom, is a key characteristic of the divine feminine. It involves tapping into a deeper understanding beyond logic and rational thought. This type of intuition often leads to insights into our own feelings as well as the need for others. Women, you always seem to know when something's off. It's almost like an innate superpower that you hold, and now you know why.
Emotional intelligence. The feminine has a deep and profound understanding of emotions. This is shown in various different aspects of life. For example, building meaningful relationships, working through conflicts peacefully, and supported leadership. A key aspect of emotional intelligence is being able to express emotions with clarity and in a constructive way. The feminine creates a safe space for authenticity and allowing others to share their feelings without any judgment. The feminine is also extremely self-aware, meaning they recognize their own emotions, motivations, and triggers. So the next time someone says you're too emotional, you can reply back and say, it's because I'm intelligent.
Gentleness and healing. There is a transformative power of love and compassion in the feminine. This is shown in visual representations of goddesses, for example, Venus in Greek mythology, Lakshmi in Hindu culture, and Isis in Egyptian mythology. There is a gentle energy to the feminine, offering support, comfort, and guidance. There is an ability to make the other person feel at peace and cared for. The feminine understands unconditional love and in times of distress can provide healing to emotional wounds. This gentleness is powerful in bringing about positive change. It is not a sign of weakness, but in fact a manifestation of strength. The divine feminine is often associated with cyclical and rhythmic patterns, mirroring the cycles of nature. This acknowledges the importance of rest, reflection, and renewal for overall well-being. From going through these healthy characteristics, doesn't it sound so calming and perfectly balanced? Well, unfortunately, whilst this was maybe how the world was intended to be, it's not quite what we see today. There is an imbalance between these energies where the masculine is more prevalent in our world than the feminine. The feminine energies have been suppressed for centuries, and this is playing out in the world around us.
The physical manifestation of this is how nature is being dismissed and undervalued. This is resulting in ecological shifts on our planet due to the lack of care and compassion which comes from the divine feminine.
Another example of this is the idea of war and domination, which is an unhealthy heightened form of masculine energy. But as there is no balance with the feminine, it has been taken to its extreme. When the feminine energy is awakened within society, this will allow for more loving solutions and creative power to arise from a place of empathy and compassion.
Now, if we look at our working world, in most cases, men and women are both working to support a household. And whilst this creates the perception of equality, it is still dominated from a male lens. Coming from the corporate world, I've experienced firsthand the requirement to be dominant and assertive in order for us to be heard, seen and respected as someone who deserves progression. Sometimes we have to think, are we truly being our authentic selves at work, or are we putting on a front to fit into a male-driven corporate environment?
Imbalances can also look like going from the protector to the controller, going from assertive to aggression, or just plain rude, going from compassionate to people-pleasing, from using intuition to seeking external validation. But how do we accept the true characteristics of the masculine and the feminine and step into it in a healthy and balanced way?
Firstly, let's stop attacking men. We cannot keep blaming men for everything that is wrong in the world. Whilst we were always taught that feminism is to fight for your rights, it has been taken to the extreme. The deeper value of feminism should be the ability to choose. For example, if you want to be a stay-at-home mum and look after your beautiful babies, there is nothing wrong with that. On the flip side, if you want to run your own business, you should thrive in your supportive leadership and use your creative energy to be the entrepreneur you want to be without the influence of the male lens. We have to stop judging and let women choose freely.
Secondly, now men, this one's for you. Whilst these qualities of assertiveness and dominance are not a bad thing, you would find that having love, compassion, and understanding goes a long way. We do not need to prove that we are better or more masculine than the others. Eliminate conversations like, "Why you not drinking, bro?" or "I made this much money today." Embrace the feminine qualities and recognize that true strength requires using power responsibly with empathy and compassion for others. Become more mindful and aware of your emotions, and know that we do not need to raise our voices or speak out of line in order to get a point across.
And lastly, how can masculine and feminine energies come together in harmony? It's about recognizing that one is not better than the other. Help each other to bring out these qualities so we can support each other. For example, if you're in a relationship and the woman is on her period, she should accept that this is a time to slow down, rest, and recover. In this time, her partner can step into his feminine by becoming nurturing and providing compassion. Let's be honest, dinner being made for you and a bit of chocolate goes a long way.
On the flip side, when the man is feeling drained, tired, and overworked, his partner can step into her masculine by taking some of that workload off him. She can offer to help with his work or take on responsibilities that normally he would cover. Here, she steps into the provider and supportive leadership role.
So there you have it. Now, by knowing the healthy characteristics, hopefully we can make better choices in how we step into our individual, divine masculine and feminine. Remember, this is not about men versus women. It's about embracing each other equally and bringing balance to our world. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and comment below and subscribe for more videos like this.